Chapter 2. The Tiny Gardener. In the heart of an enchanted forest, hidden away from the prying eyes of humans, there lived a tiny gardener named Petal. Petal was no ordinary gardener. She was a miniature fairy with delicate wings that shimmered like gossamer threads and eyes as bright as the morning sun. Despite her small size, Petal had a big heart, and she had a special gift, the ability to make plants grow and flourish with a mere touch of her tiny fingers. Petal's garden was a magical place, filled with vibrant flowers of every color imaginable, towering trees with leaves that whispered secrets in the wind, and bushes that bore succulent berries year-round. Her garden was a haven for all the forest creatures, from the tiniest insects to the grandest of birds. One sunny morning, as Petal was tending to her garden, she overheard a group of butterflies whispering excitedly. She flew closer to listen, her wings humming softly. The butterflies were chattering about a great problem that had befallen the enchanted forest. "The enchanted fountain has run dry," one butterfly exclaimed. "Yes," another one added. "The animals and plants are suffering without its magic water. The flowers are wilting, and the animals are thirsty." Petal's heart sank at the news. The enchanted fountain was the lifeblood of the forest. Its waters held the magic that nurtured all living things within the woods. Without it, the entire forest was in danger. Determined to help, Petal flew towards the enchanted fountain. As she approached, she saw that the once glorious fountain was nothing but a dry, cracked basin. Nearby, a small group of forest animals gathered, looking worried and forlorn. Petal landed gently on the edge of the fountain, her tiny feet barely making a sound. She knew she had to find a way to bring water back to the fountain and save the forest. "I'll help you," Petal said to the animals. "I have a special gift. With my touch, I can make plants grow. Perhaps I can find a way to bring water back to the enchanted fountain." The animals looked at her with hope in their eyes. "Please, dear fairy," a wise old owl said, "do whatever you can. The forest is in great need." Petal nodded and set to work. She fluttered around the dry fountain, touching the cracked stones with her tiny fingers. With each touch, vines and ivy began to sprout and weave together, forming a beautiful living canopy above the fountain. Petal's touch worked its magic, and soon the entire fountain was covered in a lush, green tapestry of plants. As Petal continued her work, she whispered words of encouragement to the plants. "Grow, my friends, grow. Bring life back to this fountain." Suddenly, a soft, melodious voice echoed through the forest. It was the spirit of the fountain, awakened by Petal's efforts. "Thank you, kind fairy," the spirit said. "Your love and care have revived me. But there is more to be done. The enchanted fountain needs the purest water to flow once more." Petal nodded, her determination unwavering. "I will find the purest water for the fountain, no matter where it may be." With that, she spread her delicate wings and took flight, soaring high above the treetops. She knew that finding pure water would be no easy task, but she was determined to save her beloved forest. Petal's journey led her to the highest peaks of the enchanted mountains, where crystal-clear streams flowed down from the snow-capped summits. She collected water in a tiny acorn cap and carefully carried it back to the fountain. As she poured the water into the basin, the forest came alive with a symphony of joy. The once dry fountain began to gurgle and bubble, and a magical mist rose from its waters, refreshing the surrounding plants and animals. Petal's heart swelled with happiness as she watched the forest come back to life. But the work was not done. The spirit of the fountain spoke once more. "Dear fairy, the fountain's magic water must flow continuously to sustain the forest. It needs a guardian to protect it and ensure that its waters are never depleted again." Petal nodded in understanding. "I will be the guardian of the enchanted fountain. I promise to care for it and ensure that its waters never run dry." And so, Petal took on the role of the fountain's guardian, dedicating herself to its well-being. She spent her days and nights by the fountain, tending to the plants and animals, and using her gift to keep the water flowing. As time passed, Word of Petal's dedication and the restored enchanted fountain spread throughout the forest. Animals and creatures of all sizes came to visit the fountain, and they all marveled at the tiny gardener who had saved their home. One day, a wise old tree spirit named Oakheart approached Petal. "Dear Petal," he said, "you have shown us that even the smallest creature can make a big difference. Your love and dedication have saved our forest, and we are eternally grateful." Petal blushed at the praise, but remained humble. "I only did what I could to help." Oakheart smiled. "That is the true essence of a hero, my dear. You have not only saved the enchanted fountain, but also reminded us all of the importance of caring for our home." Petal continued to care for the enchanted fountain, and the forest flourished under her watchful eye. The once dry basin became a lush oasis, and the magical waters flowed stronger than ever, bringing life and vitality to every corner of the woods. As the seasons changed, Petal's garden grew more beautiful and vibrant with each passing day. The forest animals lived in harmony, and the flowers bloomed with colors that had never been seen before. The enchanted forest was a place of wonder and magic, all thanks to the tiny gardener with the biggest heart. And so, the story of Petal, the tiny gardener, became a legend in the enchanted forest. It was a story of hope, courage, and the belief that even the smallest of creatures could make a big difference in the world. And whenever the forest faced challenges, the spirit of Petal and the enchanted fountain served as a reminder that love and dedication could overcome any obstacle, no matter how small or large. And, as you may already know, I would appreciate it if you will subscribe to my channel and like each video so that YouTube will display my videos in the search results. I certainly hope that you enjoyed that story. It is my wish that you will continue to watch and listen to the many new stories I will share with you on this channel. And for now, be blessed and be well.